friends, it's Father Jay. I am grateful to join you today from a corner of our home, the place where I live and share with my family. And I have been so grateful for all of you who have joined in worship from your homes, from uh, other places throughout this pandemic, and so wanted to share another little corner of the place where we live and bring you some exciting news this morning. You may have heard that at the end of last week, Governor Cooper amended the regulations for the phase two of reopening in North Carolina to allow gatherings of 25 or more people indoors. And following on that, our, Bishop Jose, has allowed churches to explore including up to 25 people in worship indoors. So Calvary Church is beginning to look at this. I have shared a preliminary plan for reopening with our wardens, and our vestry will hopefully take that up beginning at their next meeting in September, so that it is possible that by early October we might begin gathering indoors in small groups anyway on a regular basis. So what that means is that we may begin offering Eucharistic services on a more regular basis. So whether you are part of the small group that chooses to gather with the clergy and with the choir of Calvary, or whether you continue to participate in worship in your homes, you may then still have the opportunity to join in receiving communion after the service on a drive-through basis, and that could happen more regularly. Now, over the course of this pandemic, we have experimented with different ways of offering services and different technologies for offering services, and I'm very grateful for your patience, your participation, your feedback, and we're going to continue to work on improving those things. Methods such as registering for the services so that we can be sure that we have the appropriate number of people. That hasn't worked as well as we would like in the past, and so we will continue to improve that. Another thing that we will work on, but which will not change in the immediate future, is congregational singing. Uh, Congregational singing is perhaps the most ideal method for spreading this virus. So for the time being, we're going to refrain from that and continue to explore sharing music in ways that can be meaningful and can be moving, but can also be limited to just a few participants spaced out in an appropriate way. One thing which we will surely continue doing, not just for the time being, but for the foreseeable future, for as long as we continue to worship, is to live stream our services. As you may recall, your vestry chose to invest in a live streaming system as a part of our capital improvement program. So that system is in place and it will continue to be used for the foreseeable future, because we know that there are folks, pandemic or no pandemic, that aren't always able to attend worship in person, but who would like to be able to participate from home. And so we will continue that practice for the foreseeable future. And along with that, we will try to maintain the practice of publishing the bulletin online prior to the service, so that whether you are at home participating, or maybe even if you are coming to church, we'd like to encourage you to continue to download the bulletin to your device and bring that device with you to church, whether it's a tablet or a mobile phone, whatever you're most comfortable with. That can allow us to limit the number of bulletins that we actually print out. And of course, by publishing it online, we also have that available for those who want to participate at home. So we're very excited about the possibilities that will be coming to us in the weeks and months ahead, but we are determined to move forward prudently and with caution, so that we don't put any of the members of our community at undue risk. The same is true for our food pantry. The food pantry continues, of course, to serve clients and has been serving clients by offering them pre-packed boxes of food. What the food pantry looks forward to doing in the not too distant future is returning, at least on a limited basis, to a client choice model of service, where those who come seeking food have some dignity and some agency in choosing what they will eat. But the Food Pantry Executive Committee is studying that, making sure that that can be implemented on a safe and equitable basis. And so we'll be looking to move forward with that operation in an appropriate way. Likewise, our formation opportunities for the time being will continue to be offered online. We will, of course, continue to look into offering more formation opportunities in person. However, we don't want to move too quickly into offering something and again putting people at risk. At the same time, we know that offering formation opportunities online increases the opportunity for different folks to participate in them, whether they're discussions among our adult groups or the offerings that have been put forward for our young people. And if you haven't seen some of the latest videos that have been offered for formation, I encourage you to go and explore those on our YouTube channel, because they're full of creativity, they're full of joy and excitement, and they are a great way to engage the youngest members of our community, and really all of us, in understanding the stories of our faith in a deeper and richer way. So all of these things we will continue to offer. We will look at ways of transitioning pieces as they are appropriate, and we will continue to be restrained in our openings, so that we can be sure that we do it in a safe and judicious manner. And that will mean that things like coffee hour, things like Wednesday night dinners, may continue to be on hold for a little while longer, because we again want to do those in a prudent manner. We are eager to do them because they form a very essential part of who we are as a community. Our gathering, our fellowship is very meaningful to who we are, but being respectful and being caring and being loving for the health and safety of one another is also a very important part of who we are as a community. So we will keep those two things in balance as we go forward in this reopening process. So thank you so much for all of the ways that you have joined us, all of the ways that you have supported one another in this community through this time. We can't wait to be all together as one physical body, but we continue to take joy in the fact that we gather as a spiritual body and that we are enriched by that gathering. So until the time we see one another face to face, may God bless you and keep you. May God's face shine upon you and give you peace, both now and